People, the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. My mom has an African Day at her church, so she went to get a scarf to wrap around her head and then decided to tie it Hebrew style, which I thought was funny. And then she goes, how about this way? I was like, that's great if you're in the jihad. She goes, I don't remember how to tie a gele. I was like, oh, well, no problem. You got me. So I tied it for her. I made a little quick video that hopefully I could blend with the new camera into one video. Otherwise, there'll be two separate ones. One is really, really short, and this one, because I remembered and Mom reminded me that I said I was going to do a gele video, and then I just kind of didn't. You know, when you have, you know, cognitive issues because of strokes and all that, you forget a lot of stuff unless somebody reminds you. Anyway, I went upstairs and got my favorite fabric that I use for that, which is a sturdy piece of cotton that's about 6 feet long. And then I remembered I actually had a packaged gele in the house. See how thick that material is? I'm going to show you why I don't use this kind very often. Because it takes patience and, shall we say, fortitude. Because this kind, I mean, usually I use a damask or a sturdy cotton. This is the kind that's really, really rigid. Isn't it gorgeous? But this feels like a hard burlap sack that's been starched when you put it on your head. And for certain looks, that's fine. If I'm wearing a silk or satin underscarf, then it's perfect, because then I could wear it without having to worry about, you know, that's for those occasions when you know for a fact you're not going to take it off. So you can just go ahead and wear it all day, and then it'll stay put, and you could take it off and put it back on like a hat, which is cool. But when I wore gelés every day, because these, by the way, are very expensive. So when I wore gelés every day, I used the fabric kind that I could just take a fabric swatch of, you know, 1 or 2 yards at the local fabric store. In fact, I got this at Banash. That's a local high-end fabric store in Rookwood and other parts of Cincinnati. It would be like the difference between Joann Fabrics and Michaels. You know, one has a price tag in a reasonable range and the other has a price tag. You see what I'm saying? But this was on sale and it was a remnant and I could afford it, so I went on ahead and got it because, look, it's got coffee cups all over it. And that's actually the reason why I bought it. But moving on, I have a record. I could actually tie a gele in less than 2 minutes. Me and a couple of friends, we were practicing it. When Gele Styles actually had the gele contest, I'm in there a couple of times. If you've watched my video for any number of times, you see a blue one that's wrapped from a kanga cloth. That's the method I used to wrap it. And then, you know, other videos or, you know, blog entries or whatever, you probably would have noticed this by now. But in the meantime, I'm going to scoot over here. Yeah. And see if I can not knock over my coffee cup. Now what you're going to do, if you want to do it the way I do it, and I can still do it in under 2 minutes, but I'm going to slow down drastically just to show you how. You want to make sure the gele, which is why mine is really long, is your height plus 1 inch. See? My foot's on the floor. There's my head. Well, my height plus the width of your hand. The reason that is because if you go exponentially by the way you wrap it, you're literally going around your body twice. A gele is a cloth crown till God gives you one of gold. So that's why you do that. Then you fold that in half, and then you take one hand, put it here, one hand, put it here, and you're going to cross angle that. You see what I did there? So now you have it going this way. So I'm going to show you that again, like at an angle. Ta-da! Now, the triangle that makes from where it cross angle, that's actually the part that protects your head. Everything else is just style. Now, watch. Here we go. You'll put it over your head. I'm going to take off my glasses. I can't afford to replace that pair of glasses twice. Yeah. But you put it over your head. You're going to wrap like this. You're crossing it over like that, basically. And then you bring those edges around to the front. And you tie at the back twice. So tie once, tie twice. This is not cooperating with me. Then you grab the edges and pull it up like that. And then you adjust or manipulate to get your style going on in there. So, ta-da! Now, because I did that in demonstration mode, kind of slow, that's when you mess up, because now you're conscious of everything you're doing. So now I'm just going to go ahead and tie it. So, I always cross my hands over like this. Grab that side, get to the end, and now you know why you have such length, because it has to go around a certain way. And then you grab the flaps, lift up the flaps, and adjust it for your head. Now this one is your standard gele tie. Ask anybody in Nigeria, they'll tell you it's also the most popular gele tie. I always tuck in the ends of mine. I don't like when stuff just hangs there. Ta-da! And I always tend to put mine with my ears on the outside. There are those that put their ears covered. You know, when you wear earrings and stuff like that, it's all a matter of personal preference. And then, because I wore hearing aids for years and glasses, I didn't want anything to get in the way, because you get some glasses trapped under a gele and it's a whole different ball game. You're talking pain. We don't want pain. We live our lives to be pain-free. The only time you have pain is when God issues you a challenge and you accepted the challenge, because He will do that. He will test your mettle. He will make you stronger. In the meantime, this has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was clear. I hope you enjoy giving it a try yourself. And I hope you remember the reason you wear gele is not just to protect your head, but it's your cloth crown till God gives you one of gold, because you're supposed to pray without ceasing, and you're supposed to pray with your hair covered if you are a female. So, there you go. Bye now.